Welcome back, everyone. Everyone, welcome back. I'm Robert Sawyer.
And I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
And we are the only black kids in the class. And I am here to issue a PSA. I've been out the last 2 nights in the city of Miami. I've been in the popular area where all the cool people are. And the internet has been lying to you. The internet has been lying to me. Social media told me I was going to see all the guys are going to be 6'8", have a private island, private jet pilot was going to just be standing beside them in the restaurant. Everyone's going to have a Richard Millie. That was not the case. Everybody had an Apple Watch. They told me it's going to be 10s and better. It's going to be triple K up here, 0 in the waist, and 98 for the booty. No, that just wasn't the case. It is incredible because I haven't really been out like that because I stay at home with my wife. And being out, it's a bunch of regular people. Like you, like me.
Yeah.
No, we live in Miami. I'm not going to say I didn't see any BBLs, but not the way social media makes it seem.
Nope.
A
lot of suffering from Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People of all sizes.
All.
Now, on social media,
all.
Y'all make it seem like the short kings don't get any love.
Lots of short kings get
Short
love.
kings had a woman or two.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were.
Y'all make it seem like big back ladies won't ever find a man. No, not the case. Not the case.
Not at all.
So what I have learned in the last 2 nights is don't believe the internet. All this shit is cap. Not us, but everything else is cap. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. You are fine the way you are. Now, if you want to make some improvements on yourself,
that's on you.
You want to get your mental health right, your finances right,
that's
your physical right. There's nothing wrong with that. But please, please, please do not go on social media and see this dude that has a 12-pack, and I ain't talking Corona, and think that there's something wrong with you. Please don't go on social media and see this girl that has a size -8 waist with a 55-inch ass and think, you got to take a trip to Colombia. Please. No. You are great the way you are, but there's still always room for improvement. Yep. That's my PSA, because the last 2 nights, I have just been looking. I ain't seen no fillet. What's it called? What's it called? Patex?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
It's out of my tax
cool
bracket.
For me.
It's out of my tax bracket. I can't even say this shit. I'm looking around. I was looking for Alexander McQueen.
Yeah.
All I saw was Temu and Sheen. What is going on? The internet lies.
Yeah.
We were at a restaurant. Nice-ish restaurant.
Yes.
I'm looking around for the one dude paying for the 10 girls. Nope. Wasn't there.
Not at all.
Now, I'm not saying no bullshit happens. I'm just saying that algorithm is showing us bullshit to make us think it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
That's my PSA.
Yep. I would concur with all of those findings. Those were my same. That's what I saw. The same.
Now, there might have been somebody with a private jet, but
oh yeah. I mean, I think that's also the name of the internet, right? Like just regular people who have pirate jet. I'll never forget my doctor, my pediatrician, and that's why I wanted to be a doctor. She wore loafers and jeans the whole time. The whole time that I ever knew her. She just retired recently, but that's what she wore all the time. You would never know. And she I think she had a house on Martha's Vineyard. But she was just regular.
There are regular people.
Never know.
And I'm not going to pretend to know the status of everyone's relationships. There are a lot of couples out. I don't know. The internet makes it seem like there are no couples anymore. Just cheating. Now
they could have been cheating.
Now again, I don't know these people.
And you don't know if that's the side chick night.
I don't know who was who and what was what. But it was a lot of phones out. So I'm just, how reckless can you be? I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions.
Just because people were out too, I saw a lot of unhappy people out.
Yeah.
So
you want to hear about unhappy people out? Now this is about 2 months ago when we were in New York to celebrate our anniversary.
Oh,
you guys remember that episode? Yeah. I was sick as a dog. Why do they say sick as a dog?
I don't know.
Are dogs known to?
Now I'm gonna go find out.
Do dogs have terrible immune systems?
I'm gonna find out. I've been finding out a lot about where these things come from. So Now I have to go find out why.
It fascinates me.
Yes.
So we're in this restaurant, mid at best. I'm not a people watcher like that.
You couldn't stop.
But
you couldn't stop.
You like to hear it go. Oh, my goodness.
Meal.
The table beside us. Have you ever seen someone that is done, but they're going to stick through this whole meal? And there was nothing old boy could do to recover. Like nothing. Did she talk during the meal?
No, she just cried and made a stink face.
She cried. She made a stank face stinker. She was just huffing and puffing. No one was getting blown down that night. It was crazy. And then, coincidentally, I promise you it was a coincidence. Coincidentally, we leave the restaurant at the same time they did, and she let him have it. I was telling the Uber, like, hold on, man, hold on. But he drove off. Oh, my goodness. That was... So there are unhappy people out there, too.
Yes.
But the PSA still stands. You are good.
But still, it was like... So it was a fine dining establishment back in the day. It wasn't Applebee's, right? Kind of thing. And all you kept saying, ain't no way I'm here paying for this, for that face.
Shit.
About 100 times he said, ain't no way.
I'm watching it. I'm just like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And the dude seemed like he was like,
He kept trying. I mean, it was an a la carte restaurant. And he just kept trying. He kept trying.
She wanted to a la carte his ass away from her.
Yes. And all you kept saying, I mean, they were right next to us. So it wasn't like we were just like only.
Yeah, I'm not like staring all like this. It's just like
they
if I went like
right
this.
next to us. Like he would like look at the guy like, you just gonna keep
and
on
she
sitting
cried
there?
several times.
And she would just start crying. She would just start
A bit of a
bawling.
scene was made.
Yes. And like Robert's even clutching his pearls. Like
I clutched. It was a pearl clutching night. It's like, oh my goodness. Like,
and then ain't no way. I never heard what it was about, but
boy, were they entertaining.
yes, it was entertainment.
But forget all that. That's tea. We don't do all that. I mean, obviously we do, but I'm not doing that right now. The point is, the PSA is the internet's lying to you, love you, enjoy you. If you want to make improvements, I encourage you. I want you to be empowered to do that. There's nothing wrong with you. Please don't listen to this malarkey on social media that you got to be taller and shorter and fatter and skinnier and bigger ass and little ass and abs and no abs and you have to pay for everything. Stop it. It's regular people doing regular shit.
Yeah,
it still exists.
Just doing the best they can and trying to enjoy life. That's it.
That's my PSA.
Yeah.
To you.
Good one, babe.
Mrs. Sawyer.
Yes, my love.
How you been? What's the latest? How's it going?
Good. Been out hanging out with you and having
streets cutting the rug.
Festivities. Yes. I'm very tired now.
Can't hang.
It's too much of our. I miss our,
bed.
Home time.
You were up in the club.
Yeah, I prefer bed. Although I did have a good time, even though it wasn't what we had planned to do. I enjoyed myself.
Many would say that you had a good time.
Oh yeah, I had a good time.
You met another only black kid fan.
Yes. Great time.
Big fan of Mrs. Sawyer. Didn't really recognize me, even though he's my friend. Only known me like 20 years. Didn't have much to say to me, just fascinated. What else did we do? Went to some restaurants.
I don't even think they know why we were out celebrating.
Feel free to tell.
Yeah, it was for your birthday.
It was
Leo.
for my birthday.
There's a Leo here.
I mean, by the time they hear this, it'll still be Leo season. I believe.
It'll be Leo season.
Not sure. Maybe. Probably.
Yep. So it's a good time.
Who
good
knew?
Time.
Who knew?
Yeah.
We just had our first IG live.
Oh, we did.
Now we tried to go live on YouTube, but apparently the first time you go live on YouTube, you have to wait 24 hours.
Yeah.
I would have never known because I never hit the button before. So we did not. It was only on the Instagram, but I'd say it was kind of awesome.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
A lot of Bayesian only black kids.
I know.
We had some people from all around the world.
I know.
And it wasn't tons of people, but to me, it was a lot of people.
You said there were going to be like 2 or 3 people. We didn't even start it off properly.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't think anyone would jump on like that.
Y'all jumped on.
Yeah.
Showed up and we showed out. We read some stories. We answered questions, had some toxic confessions. We ran some, what would you like to see? And what was the number one thing that they said? More shows, more episodes. More episodes and longer episodes.
Yeah, a couple people said longer.
I don't, like, what?
I don't foresee any longer.
Guys.
That's not going to happen.
Guys, classmates, come on.
That's not going to happen.
We see the views, all right?
Yeah.
You're saying more, we want more. The views suggest, you're getting just about enough. Yeah.
And I'm good with that. It's
like we appreciate
it's a mutual agreement there.
All the views.
Yes.
But guys, come on. It's a lot. It's a lot. We post damn near daily. We answer these Ask the Black Kids.
Oh, do we have some today?
We do have Ask the Black Kids.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not going to say never, but as of right now, they're going to keep it around the same length, same number of episodes. Although we do have our reacts now because we do listen. So reacts episodes, That's OBK true. Reacts on Fridays, podcast on Wednesdays. We did ask that question, and the overall answer between all platforms was keep the podcast on Wednesdays. So we're listening to that.
Was the
potential move to Tuesday, but actually
no.
Wednesday won by a landslide.
Yep.
Reacts on Fridays, and the movie. At this point, guys, we watched the first movie so long ago. It's just
we haven't posted that.
No, you obviously don't check up on
I didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't post it. I thought you had posted it.
No.
Oh, okay.
We see who's not contributing to the views on Only Black Kids.
Well,
so yeah, the movie
part of the content.
I don't know. It's we already it's time for movie number 3 at this point. We haven't put out movie number 1. It's what's going on? What's going on with the movies?
Maybe they don't want the movie.
I would not know how to judge that because we have the dedicated few who are going to say, "No, we want the movie."
Okay.
But then
maybe they don't want the movie. Yeah.
The movie's just sitting there on my hard drive. Like, come on, when's it my turn? I was here way before that other episode. Like, yeah, one day. But the movie is done. Soul Food. Soul Food is the movie.
Oh yeah, that is.
You don't even remember. It's been months now.
You were telling me we had to like do these movies, and then I was like, okay.
Man, I was saying.
And then you did it, and nothing else came from it. So I don't know.
You know what happened? We started doing that was before we did the reacts episodes.
Oh.
And then we started doing the reacts, and then the movie's just longer.
Oh yeah.
It just takes. Whereas the reacts episodes kind of.
Yeah.
So one day, Only Black Kids movie reviews. One day. We do need our third movie recommendation. I don't get all technical, but we haven't seen the first movie. I know. But we do need our third movie recommendation. Please feel free to leave us that recommendation. The first one was Soul Food. So far, I'm not going to say what the second one was. So far, they've all been 90s.
Okay.
How do you say that? Predominantly black films. By coincidence, we are open to watching anything, but they've both been in the 90s so far. What do you want to see? We're probably not going to be reacting to like the brand new stuff. Like, that's not really too much on our radar. Plus, I've definitely
the new stuff.
Just seen, like movies that come out this year and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't even know what comes out this year.
I don't know.
Bad Boys 4.
Oh, I saw that. Okay.
See, so it wouldn't even we just saw it, so reacting to it. Most things we're reacting to is things we haven't seen in a very long time. But let us know. We'll get to it. Speaking of getting to it, perhaps we should get to some Ask the Black Kids.
All right.
So if you want to hear us give our take on your situation, your dilemma, please email us at Ask the Black Kids. And before I forget, 2 things. 1, whatever you're doing right now, whatever platform you're on right now, 5-star review.
5 stars.
Leave it. Like 5. It. Well, you know what I saw? Because I see the stats. I don't always look at them, but sometimes I do. We did that live episode. Oh man, way more viewers than I thought. A lot of engagement. Loved it. And then I saw the shares. You greedy.
But I mean, I think that's just maybe our audience is similar to me. I don't do any sharing of thing either.
Well, you said you want a glam squad.
Yeah.
If you want to get a glam squad, share.
All right.
Share it.
I'm going to do a better job, so you all do a better job and share too.
Now, the second thing I had to say, I am a therapist. I am not your therapist. If you are in need of mental health services, please contact your professional that can work with you one-on-one and understands your situation, and don't just talk to the guy in the maroon shirt on a screen. So if you are in need of services, try 211, try Psychology Today, ask your primary care physician for a referral. Don't say, but Robert said, and he's my therapist. No, he's not. He's a guy on a screen, bald guy on a screen. So today is Ask the Black Kids. The title is simply Help.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
Am I the asshole? In the beginning of dating, I'll be affectionate, attentive, and charming. However, when the woman begins to reciprocate, I retreat, and then it ruins the relationship. A year ago, I began a situationship with a coworker. We bonded over our similar co-parenting relationship with our exes. Hers was a little fresher than mine, so in my mind, I thought we would just have fun and she would reconcile. Fast forward a year later, our kids have met. We have met one another's families, but never officially committed to one another. I began to experience health problems. She was helpful in recovery, but it became too much for her, and then we split. 5 months go by. We rekindle our situationship, but this time she is moving at an accelerated pace, wants to live together, etc. I got this gut feeling that something was up and was waiting for my opportunity to exit the situation, and when she presented it to me, I took it. Since my exit, she slept with multiple coworkers, and one in particular I had a budding friendship with. Once I was able to properly assess the situation, I began to deal with everyone accordingly. Almost a year later, she is now referring to me as a heartbreaker due to all the love and affection I showed her in our time together. To be honest, I did tell her as often as possible what my actions meant and how to handle it. The problem I'm having is I've done this before. I'm trying to understand how to avoid putting myself and someone else in the situation moving forward. Am I the asshole?
There's a lot there, but I don't.
A lot there.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm having all the story. From what I mean, and this I'm making some assumptions here. I think. Seems like there's a reason that they're guarded. Like they want to bring them in, but then they either one don't think they're deserving, or two, they've been very hurt, and so they don't want to be hurt again. So they put their defenses up. That's what I'm getting from the context of different things throughout the story. Again, that's like a summation of assumptions. What would you say?
Adults with an avoidant, dismissive, insecure attachment style are the opposite of those who are ambivalent or anxious. Instead of craving intimacy, they're so weary of closeness, they try to avoid emotional connections with others. They'd rather not rely on others or have others rely on them. Due to their difficulties expressing emotions and affection, someone with an avoidant attachment style in relationships is more likely to show their love to partners in nonverbal manners. So keep an eye out for warm smiles, affectionate touches, and extended eye contact. You can make the transition from avoidant to secure attachment styles through therapy. I'm just reading what Google is, but the thing is, I know what to Google. So when you say you start off pursuing them and you want it, but then when you get it, you retreat. You didn't give a reason why you retreated in the previous times it happened. You didn't give a reason why you retreated this time. You obviously wanted something. You obviously entered into a relationship, or as you say, situationship. But it's a situationship of your own doing. And I think perhaps you want some affection. I don't even just mean sexual, but I mean like some romantic attention. And that's why you pursue it. Then it ends. But when she came back, you were game until you needed an exit. And I'm going to guess you're often looking for an exit. So I would ask you to ask yourself, what is ringing true about these? What's the pattern in these relationships where I'm seeking to avoid connection with people? I want connection. When I get connection, it's whoa. To me, that sounds like a clear-cut case of avoidant attachment, but I'm not your therapist. Make sure we all know that. I'm not your therapist. So I would tell you, be very curious about looking into attachment styles, specifically avoidant attachment style, because that's what it sounds like. I won't take all this time to get into where that comes from and all that. But if you guys want to know more about that, I can talk about this shit all day. I learned this stuff a long time ago, didn't really use it too much. And don't you know, on the internet, that lies to you about BBLs and everybody having a Philippe Patek Philippe? I can't even say this shit.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Richard Mille, expensive watches, baby.
Oh.
Shit I will never be able to afford.
Oh, I'm not
Ain't enough
buying
podcast episodes in the world. I will never be able to afford this shit.
I'm not buying that.
The same internet that lies to you about that. Since 2020, these searches and interest in attachment styles has skyrocketed to where I've had to brush up, and I now know all these things that I learned before, and I use that a lot. So attachment style, what you're describing sounds avoidant. I'm not diagnosing you because I'm not your therapist.
And you don't know all the story.
And there's definitely more to this story, too.
Yeah.
Because if it was a situationship and you had a budding friendship, but she slept with a number of coworkers.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Is that your chick? Like, what are you getting so upset for?
Yeah.
Sounds like you were a little more emotionally entangled in this situationship than you may have let on to yourself.
Yeah. Good luck finding out about yourself.
The question is he the asshole?
Asshole for what? Breaking her heart?
Is he the heartbreaker, I guess? Is he the asshole for
I don't know. I need more context. I wouldn't call him an asshole. He didn't describe any of the asshole, like anything asshole-ish. He just didn't want to be there anymore. He wanted an exit. So
I will read one more thing and we'll move on.
Okay.
The repeated rejection of attempts to form a secure attachment may result in a child learning to suppress their desire for comfort when distressed or upset. Avoidant attachment develops when an infant or young child has a parent or caregiver who was consistently emotionally unavailable or unresponsive to their needs. That's what the Google says. Not what Robert's saying, because Robert's not your therapist.
You said the Google.
I did. Gotta make the point. All right. We have another Ask the Black Kids. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that one for next time. Give you guys something to come back for. You keep leaving those 5-star reviews. We'll keep reading these questions. Why don't we get into some stories?
Ooh.
I got a number of them today.
Hope you got some good ones.
Well, you know, I used to read them all and decide if we were going to do it. Now I kind of skim so I get the gist. I put it in a little folder. I completely forget it. Come back and it's brand new to me. So,
all right.
My ex got revenge on me in the worst way possible, and I have no way to clear my name. Last year, I cheated on my ex-girlfriend of 8 years, Annie, with a colleague, Jess, who I now have a 3-week-old son with. I have no excuse. It cost me my job and the majority of my friendships, along with the love of a good woman. I deserved it all, and I have never expected any sympathy for my actions. Annie delivered my stuff to my parents' house before I even knew she knew about the cheating. She didn't even confront me. She just cut me out of her life without a word. I messaged everyone we knew, begging them to ask her to talk to me. And I sent hundreds of messages telling her how much I regretted everything and wanted her back. I never got a response. Jess saw the messages, and it obviously caused issues between us in the beginning. But she fell pregnant quickly, so we moved past it for the sake of our family together, which we both wanted. I am 100% committed to the relationship and haven't even looked at another woman since things settled down. In the final stretch of Jess's pregnancy, about a month ago, I saw Annie in a shop for the first time since the breakup. She was pretty cold towards me, but said that a few months ago she found a keychain my granddad got me when I was very young. It's not valuable, but she knows it means a lot to me, and she said I could come collect it the following Saturday morning. I explained that was 6 days after Jess was due to give birth, so I'd probably need to be home, but she just said I could either get it on Saturday or it was going in the trash, so I agreed to a time to go over. My son was born a few days late, but he's perfectly healthy and wonderful. So he was less than 24 hours old on the Saturday I needed to go collect the keychain. I planned to pop in the way to the hospital. What? I planned to pop in on the way to the hospital. But when I got to my old house, Annie invited me in to talk about how things ended between us. I thought we had a good conversation and that both of us walked away with closure. She let me apologize for the way I treated her, wished the best for my new family, and hugged me as I left. I admit I held on tightly for the hug, but it was purely because of the relief, not lingering feelings. I spent less than an hour at her house, then headed to the hospital. I didn't tell Jess about any of this because I know she still feels insecure about Annie, and I didn't want to add fuel to that fire. When I arrived at the hospital after seeing Annie, Jess had revoked my access, and the ward manager wouldn't tell me why. I ended up being removed by a security guard because I was denied seeing my son for the second time ever and didn't respond well to being blindsided. I tried calling Jess and her mom over and over, and the only response I got was a screen recording of a message from Annie. It was a doorbell footage of me walking through the door at 9:30, then back out just after 10:15, and the hug is only partly caught, so it does look like we could have been kissing.
Wow.
The message Annie sent with it said, "Did he ever shower and change his clothes between effing me and holding his son?
No way.
Congratulations on being stuck with him for the next 18 years. I hope it's everything you dreamed of." No one believes me that this was a setup. It's something I would never have expected from Annie, and no one else would either. So they're completely rejecting the idea that this is a lie.
Damn.
I sent her a message asking why she did this, assuming I'd still be blocked. Her response was that she wasn't going to let me play innocent and that I may have deleted all of our messages over the past few months, but she hasn't. Obviously, there are no messages, but she blocked me again straight after, so I have nothing at all to exonerate myself with. Oh shit, there's more? Jeez, this is a long-ass story. She waited in silence for almost a year, then took the most cruel and vindictive revenge she possibly could. I have met my son once, minutes after he was born, and now Jess is refusing any contact with me and won't let me see him. Court will take months, and my heart hurts every minute of the day. I know what I did to Annie was horrible, but I don't deserve this. I have no one to talk to about it because not even my own mother believes me.
Damn.
Her only question was why I ruined my life with a baby when Annie was willing to reconcile, and that's about the most supportive thing she said to me since I was dumped. The few friends who stuck with me are assuming the worst too, and it's killing me that not a single person I know sees this for what it is. Everything is ruined.
Yeah. Damn. I feel so bad for that kid. Poor kid. What was the question?
I don't even know what that's just bad. That's just
That's
bad.
terrible. Ooh, that's terrible.
There is no question.
Ooh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I thought you liked petty stories.
I know. I just feel bad for the kid, but that's the long play. Annie did her thing. I just feel bad for the kid. I feel real bad for the kid. I always do. But Annie had the long game.
No, I don't think Annie's being a girl's girl.
No, Annie got back her revenge.
Not really.
For her?
Do you think Annie feels better? No, people on the internet, the same internet that I'm warning everyone about, that lies. People on the internet, oh, you got to get your lick back. Okay, and you get your lick back. Now what?
No, I think
if Annie's sleeping better, if Annie's happier in life, then I'll be like, cool.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. But
I don't know. I don't know. Annie could have completely worked through it.
No,
she just had this little.
No,
thing
you can't. Then she couldn't have completely worked through it.
I mean,
you can't have it both ways. You can't. Oh, I'm completely over it, but let me do. No, you're not over it.
I get you. I don't know. I don't know. She stayed for the long haul though. She had a plan, and she executed.
He probably never even got that damn keychain. He probably ain't no keychain.
I was gonna say, when did they give the keychain?
He didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Or
that's what I'm saying.
Or
he really wanted to go back to Annie.
Or the ChatGPT that wrote this story forgot about the keychain.
Or he really wanted to go back with Annie. Yeah, you never know. She might have saved the other one.
We'll never know.
Nope.
And neither will his son.
Damn.
Know him.
Poor kid.
Burn. I, 35-year-old male, cheated on my wife, 36-year-old female. She left without telling me anything. How can I get her back?
You don't. You cheated. Stop. What kind of mess is that? That's the end of the story. She gone. There's more to the story? Of course there is. You cheated. Then you want people to feel sorry for you.
It's not my fault.
Bye.
It's not my fault. Jess is so thick.
Jeez.
Okay, here we go. I know. I'm aware of my faults. I know I screwed up. She and I had something beautiful. She is still the love of my life. We were together for 10 years, 2 dating and 8 married. But I made a huge mistake and cheated on her. It was just once. Just one damn time. Somehow she found out. I never knew how because I haven't been able to talk to her since then. I guess she found something on my phone. I came home that afternoon as usual, and everything felt weird. The house felt emptier.
That's right.
I quickly realized that her things were gone. I panicked. I started calling her over and over, but her phone didn't even ring. Suddenly, I saw some papers on the table. She was divorcing me. Under the divorce papers, there was a note that said, "This is what you do with cheaters."
Damn.
That was the last thing I got from her 2 years ago now. Of course, I called the contact information for her lawyer, who has been the only bridge between us. But he just told me that he was her legal representative that she didn't want to see me.
Nothing else to talk about.
I fought. I got angry. But in the end, her lawyer just told me that it would be better if I got my own lawyer. I didn't want to. I absolutely refused to accept that 10 years of a relationship would end like this.
Lawyer talk.
I know I have failed, but I always wanted to fix it. I know that if she gave me the chance, I could make that sweet and special girl I met more than 10 years ago fall in love with me all over again.
Negative.
I know that I can make her forgive me after all. Many couples go through similar things and get over it. Why can't we be one more couple in that statistic? Why? After 8 years of marriage, am I thrown away like garbage for a mistake?
Because you went with the garbage.
I don't deserve so much indifference.
You're bad.
I haven't been able to see her or even hear her voice in 2 years. 2 years of not being able to see or talk to the person you love the most is too much of a punishment.
Love it.
This situation has destroyed me emotionally, mentally, and even physically. I ended up consuming an unhealthy amount of alcohol, weeks of barely eating, not sleeping. I was a zombie for months. I was just functioning on automatic. I wanted to die, but I couldn't let myself die because I always held on to hope that she would come back. My therapist says it's really hard when you can't get closure from a relationship because your mind can't process that the relationship is over. So you're always thinking that person will knock on the door or that you'll wake up from sleep and they'll be there by your side.
Ooh, that's the best revenge.
The divorce was finalized over a year ago. I'll be honest. I didn't make it easy. I didn't want to get divorced, and I still don't understand how we can be divorced. I asked for couples therapy, but she refused. I know from my lawyer that her lawyer advised her to go at least once or twice, but she refused. It took quite a while, but finally the divorce happened. I can't even describe the feeling I felt and still feel like if a piece of me had been cut out. I know I hurt her. I know I failed. But I think we all deserve a second chance.
Oh, you thought too late, too sad. Sorry. Out. Is that the end?
No, that's like, we're not even halfway through. Okay, y'all are killing me. You're stupid. And the reason I'm saying you're stupid, not because you cheated, not because you want her back, not because you want closure, not because you didn't want to get divorced, because it's been 2 damn years. You've been divorced for a year.
Yeah, that part too. I like that.
How does no one realize that they have the love of their life when they have the love of their life?
Take it for granted. That
and
wife.
You know what? I get what your therapist is saying. Thankfully, you have a therapist. But I think the closure argument is overrated. I don't think everyone is owed closure. I don't think you get to treat me like shit.
I don't think he was owed the closure because she is gone.
You don't get to treat me like shit.
Close the door.
And then be like, hey,
no.
Closure much? Like, I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
not right.
I don't know.
But it's
guys.
okay. I'm gonna get it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you dare come running back for me. That wife is gone. I like the way she moved. Yep. He realized he was with a real one.
If 6 of y'all went out, then 4 you were really cheap. In this economy, Whitney. In this economy. In this economy. Come on now.
I love it. Yep. I like that wife. That wife.
If you want to read the rest of that story, because I'm not.
Yeah.
The title on Reddit is, like I said in the beginning, I, 35 male, cheated on my wife, 36 female. She left without telling me anything. How can I get her back? Feel free to search it up. Let us know how it ends. Because come on, bro. We've been divorced for a year.
She gone.
She moved on 2 years ago. Can I get her back? She won't talk to me whatsoever. What's the next step I should take? Stop.
Rolling on the ring. She gone. She said, no, you want to talk to me? You talk to my attorney.
Man.
I love that.
My 29-year-old male girlfriend, 29-year-old female, has a hard time acting like a girlfriend. How do I address it? See, this.
You want me to jump in?
This is that internet shit. This is the algorithm that lies to you.
You need me to jump in?
I'm going to read this one. My girlfriend Renee and I have been in a relationship for a few months. We didn't get together in the most conventional way because she was my wife.
She was your what? I'm sorry, sir. What was that? She was your what?
I just told these people.
She was your what? Your
don't
wild?
believe
your wild?
everyone on the internet is
what
cheating. And then the next how many stories are all about these cheaters. I didn't even do this on purpose.
Okay.
My girlfriend Renee and I have been in a relationship for a few months. We didn't get together in the most conventional way because she was my wife's friend and we fell in love.
Damn.
My wife Rose and I lost that excitement in our relationship. My girlfriend and I got that excitement and unfortunately we started an affair. I regret it deeply. We should have told her right away. We did end up confessing and unfortunately my wife didn't take it well.
Wow. Shocker.
Fast forward a couple of months, Rose did a great job of, being a wife, and I took that for granted. She made sure we'd spend quality time, did nice gestures, a great mother to our child. With Renee, she doesn't help at all with the baby and just sits there. To clarify, the baby I have with Rose, we have joint custody, and I'm now staying with Renee, and she doesn't do shit. I've asked, and she complains. Mind you, she also hasn't seen her child in months.
Oh, damn.
She had a child with her ex-husband and makes zero effort to see her child. She is so indifferent about it. It's crazy. But perhaps worst of all is she goes to the club all the time and doesn't let me know.
That's what
She will just come home at 3 to 4 in the morning, and it annoys me. Meanwhile, I came home from work and cooked and cleaned. I don't mind her going out, but all the time?
Yeah.
She needs to at least act like a partner.
Nope.
It seems like she just prioritizes fun.
Yep.
The one comment I'm going to read, you traded your wife and life for excitement. Now reality is setting in.
That's
your girlfriend has never pretended to be a homemaker.
Correct.
Or to like cooking and cleaning.
Correct.
And you made a serious mistake.
There you go.
And before you really get in your feels with your response, I'm going to tell you, you made a serious mistake. That's a fake story.
You think that's a fake story?
I know it's a fake story.
Why?
That was written by the ChatGPT that tries to engage angry women who are going to be like, oh, that's what you get for cheating on me. Mine cheated on me. So, look, we've done this long enough. I have learned to tell.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying no one's ever been like this.
I think some people been like
but that
this.
one is a little too perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way they called out, the thing, she don't do nothing but go out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? I think that happens. I think that happens more than not.
I know it happens. But
well,
I'm calling cap on this.
Whatever the story is, good for you. No sympathy here. Just feel bad for the child.
Her child or his child?
Both.
Because she don't see her child.
Both.
It might be a good thing for her child.
Might be. And he wanted somebody that was for everybody. Although she didn't say she was for everybody. She just said the club all the time. Mm-hmm. Till 3 in the morning.
What'd you say?
Mm-hmm.
She met someone with the richer million.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken wings and fries, they don't go on dates. Is this just shitty dudes, this whole episode?
I should be one of the intersection.
Jump on in. Because all mine are basura.
I mean, I have a couple good ones that I've been waiting for. Let me know what you want. What you feeling like?
Well, I'm going to transition to you. And the way I'm going to transition to you is with a story about food. Am I the asshole for refusing pancakes my friend's girlfriend made?
Oh, pancakes.
I love a good pancake. But something tells me you may have had a reason for refusing. Let's find out together. I, 24-year-old female, am back in my hometown on a week-long trip for my father's 50th birthday. It's a big milestone birthday for him, and I haven't had much time for my family or friends growing up since moving to the East Coast. Last night, I met up with a few of my friends from high school who are still hanging around the area. We hit up a few bars together. Generally, it was an okay time. Not really my type of place anymore, but it was so nice to see my best friend, 25-year-old male, who I grew up with. He's still as amazing as he was the day we were separated. We all got a little drunk on shitty beers, and he offered to let me come home with him and crash instead of going home to my folks drunk at midnight. I want it to be known that I appreciate this. The last thing I needed was my mom getting up to nag me about going out on a Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday. We got back to his place and his girlfriend was still up. She was cold and standoffish when we got in, which made me super uncomfortable. I just wanted to go to bed, but we all also had a minor disagreement on where I'd be sleeping. Eventually, I compromised on that, and my bestie talked her into making us something to eat. Here's the big problem. I was raised to be gracious, even if your host is not. I try hard to follow those rules. She ended up agreeing to make us pancakes. I wasn't wild about this idea, considering I limit my sugar intake to almost 0, but I kept my mouth shut at the time. I would have continued to keep my mouth shut, but watching her make them was too much. She put white sugar in the batter. Ooh, I wouldn't do that.
In the batter.
Then added blueberries for additional sugar, and then buttered the pan because fuck it. We apparently don't care about that shit here. She continued to butter the pan again every few pancakes. I suggested that maybe a non-stick fat-free cooking spray would be better, but she just pretended not to hear me.
No.
The real killer was the syrup, maple-flavored corn syrup.
Oh,
so yummy.
no.
I didn't want to eat dry pancakes, even though they were probably already overwhelmingly sweet, and politely asked her if maybe they had some ingredients for me to make a smoothie instead.
No.
At this point, she got incredibly pissy and told me to eat them or not.
That's right.
And then threw the pan into the sink.
That's it.
It was so childish that I couldn't believe it. Go off, girl. Go ahead and throw a tantrum because I'd like an alternative to your gross food.
No.
I ended up having to take an Uber home in the middle of the night because they started to fight.
Get out.
Now, I'm sitting here sobering up and wondering if maybe I should have just politely nibbled on the corner of one and gone to bed.
That's it.
Fuck me for wanting a smoothie, right?
Yes.
Am I the asshole?
Yep. Fuck you for the smoothie. You an asshole. Get the hell out of my house.
Yes, you're an asshole.
Yes. And how else you supposed to make the pancakes anyhow?
I mean, I've never put sugar in batter.
You also like to use ready-made batter.
I don't always use ready-made batter.
Okay. A lot of times the batter you use has sugar already in it. Sound like she made some pancakes. And instead of being gracious that somebody let you bring your raggedy ass in from drinking and make you a hot prepared meal, you gonna sit here and talk some shit.
Yeah.
You got to go.
And you're full of shit.
You got to go.
You're full of shit.
And that is how you make pancakes. You got to use the butter instead of the nonstick spray so they get crispy around the edges. You can't get crispy edges with the nonstick spray.
Ask yourself this. Were these sugar-free beers? Were these vegan beers you were consuming and getting drunk off of? Like, what are you
get the hell up out of there.
Super health conscious, except when you're not.
I don't blame. Love it.
So the question is, am I the asshole for refusing pancakes my friend's girlfriend made?
Yes.
You're the asshole for lots of reasons.
Lots of it. That's why you had nowhere to go.
I can't imagine why she was so cold towards you when you come in the middle of the night with her boyfriend.
Yes. Terrible. Bad human. Get out.
Some comments. You're the asshole. Gracious where? She made you pancakes. She's not a kitchen wench for hire. She wasn't prepared for a guest, let alone a judgy drunk one.
Yeah.
If you wanted a smoothie, order one on Uber Eats or something. Everything she did to make blueberry pancakes was totally normal.
Yep.
And she used the ingredients she had at hand. If you didn't want a pancake, you could have just said no thanks.
Take your ass to bed. You ain't got to eat anything.
I didn't tell her that they were gross. I said thank you and then asked if there was possibly something else that I could make instead. She didn't do anything at all.
See, No, he's still on it, and he's sober now, so he don't have alcohol.
It's a she.
Well, she, he, whomever, they're sober now, and now they have nothing no excuse now. That's a bad human. Hope they're not friends no more. Yeah, it's to go.
You're the asshole. And if you want to limit your sugar, start with cutting alcohol out.
That's right.
Pancakes.
That's right.
Oh, shit. That's what I said.
That is what you said, because that's bullshit.
Yeah. Super, super healthy.
Can you make a smoothie? Who the hell trying to make a smoothie after early in the morning?
Vegan beers.
Yeah, whatever. Get out.
Your stories.
Oh, you still want me to do one? Okay. I got quite a few. Now, since you're doing something about food, you know I have some food stuff. I always have food stuff.
We're aware.
Yeah. You want some goody food thing here? Okay. I got one for you. Am I the asshole for controlling what my 23 female boyfriend, 24 male eats? Throwaway because I don't want him to find this one, but honestly, I'm at my wits' end here. I, 23 female, have been dating my boyfriend, Jake, 24 male, for about 4 years. I say we're a happy couple overall, but lately this argument has come up and this has divided us. He's always had unique tastes. Cereal with orange juice instead of milk, mayo and butter sandwiches, and raw onions have been the worst culprits. I'll put up with these. We all have our quirks, right? Well, 2 weeks ago, he started eating garlic as his midnight snack. Raw cloves of garlic. I can't share a drink with him without reeking of garlic. And kissing him is like shoving a clove straight in your mouth. He swears he's only eaten them because he didn't want them to go to waste and that he would stop once he finished the head of garlic. But just when I finally thought it was over, I caught him sneaking a second one into the kitchen last night when he thought I was asleep. I confronted him about his secret grocery trip to this morning, and he got really defensive and denied it. I'm not trying to nag here, but it's really wearing on me. The garlicky aura surrounding him makes me want to avoid him at all costs. But I don't want to do that because he's my boyfriend. Am I the asshole for giving him an ultimatum for not eating garlic?
What?
Just giving an ultimatum and can't eat garlic anymore.
I changed my mind.
You changed your mind?
The internet's not lying to you. It's terrible out there. Stay at home. Stay away from people. Everything I said before was wrong. Stay away. You know what? We're going to put out more episodes so you have something to do. Just people you can listen to. This is terrible. What? Who eats garlic like that? He lies about eating garlic?
He went and got some more. He said he was just going to finish that head, and he went and got some more garlic to just eat the garlic. So are they an asshole?
How long they been together?
I think she said a couple of, what she said?
Tell me how old they are and how long they've been
23. Together. She's 23. He's 24. And they've been dating for 4 years. So, he got some quirky things. He eats cereal with orange juice instead of milk. He eats mayo and butter sandwiches. He eats raw onions. But the garlic thing was just too far for her. So she needs to know if she's the asshole for giving him an ultimatum.
I think I've gone on record a number of times as saying I don't yuck anybody's yum. So far be it from me to yuck this person's orange juice and cereal, garlic, apple eating lifestyle, because I'm not going to yuck the yum. But I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to her. Where do you see this going? This motherfucker's weird. Where do you see this going?
I don't know.
It's getting weirder. What do you want from them? I mean, he's a great guy. He's just,
Eats weird.
I mean, I eat weird.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, I don't know if I could have dealt with...
This is next level.
I mean, that probably wouldn't have bothered me too much. The raw onions.
But he's lying about it?
Yeah, that's the part. Where I don't like the sneaking part. Like that part, no, I don't have tolerance
Although
for that.
you are making him feel judged about it.
That doesn't matter then. That's who I am, damn it. Don't be sneaking around about it. Don't tell me you just doing something and you're going to go try to sneak some garlic in the house. That's a problem. But guess what?
There's an update.
There's an update.
I know.
There is, in fact, an update here.
I'm going to make a prediction. Mm-hmm. I'm peeping the vibe. Uh-huh. I'm seeing what the algorithm is today. Uh-huh. I was wrong, guys. I said there's regular people that we all have hope. I do not know how. I don't know how. And I promise, guys, I've never lied to you. I don't know the story. Yet I know somehow, some way, there's another woman.
No, I'm not doing about that. It's not, I thought it was just like a cucumber story. The cucumber lady.
No. I see how it's going today.
There's a little more here. So thank you all for your advice yesterday. It gave me a lot to think about. As it turns out, some of your comments ended up being spot on.
I wonder what those comments were.
Yesterday evening, I tried texting him about seeing a doctor like you guys suggested. He never replied. I guess he still had me muted. I spent the night tossing and turning. I kept going over what I was going to say to him when he got home. Not that it mattered because he didn't come back last night.
Come on.
That worried me.
Come on.
So this morning I checked his location. He stopped sharing it with me through his phone. But I guess he forgot that I can still see it on Snapchat. It showed him about 30 minutes away at some house off a random back road. I was pretty confused and honestly panicked. All his friends that I know lived in the city.
Okay.
I tried to call him again and was sent to voicemail.
He's dating a farmer,
so
bitch.
I drove over there to see what was up.
Let's go.
When I got to the house, I noticed a woman about my age gardening in the front yard.
Okay.
I was pretty upset already, so I flat out asked her if I had seen my partner. She seemed surprised and asked if I meant Jake. She invited me inside, and there he was. Apparently, she's into gardening, and they met at her stand last fall when he went to stock up on onions at our local farmer's market. They hit it off and have been seeing each other for the past 6 months.
Okay.
And made it official during his busy season. She said lately she's been giving Jake the garlic she grew last summer since it's going to go bad soon. That's why he's so insistent on eating it by himself instead of cooking it into shared dishes like normal.
Because that would be cheating.
And why he's eating onions like an apple instead of letting me use them in my sandwiches.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give me her presents because, in his own words,
that'd be messed up.
She grew it with love for me. And if you ate them, you would have known.
Yep.
At that point, I saw red, so I just left. Since then, Jake's been blowing up my phone about how we can fix this and that he won't do it again, but I'm so over at this point. Just when I thought my life couldn't get any worse, while I was moving his stuff to the curb, I found a stash of garlic. Shoved it in the back of the closet was a 1 pound of garlic and a Home Depot bucket along with letters she had written him. I'm keeping the garlic. I don't think we could ever come back from this cheating, and I'm going to at least get some good meals out of his terrible situation. Please send me your favorite recipes to use the garlic in. I need a distraction to keep my mind off of everything.
Okay. I'm thinking some pesto. Okay. You heard what I said before, right? Ladies, gents, my NBs. This is an example of the algorithm. I did not know she had this story. But see, here's how this algorithm works. She follows counts I follow counts she follows. It's in the ether. And it's just going to be, that's an old story, right?
I don't know. Let me see. It might be.
I'm betting it's not that new. Couple months, maybe.
Nope, it's from February this year.
Couple months.
Okay.
Haha. That's how the algorithm tricks you into believing all this shit is normal. And everybody's talking about it. Everybody ain't talking about this shit. This shit's from February. Just hearing it now. So, if you ever wonder why you keep seeing shit, blame the people that you follow and you interact with because they're seeing some crazy shit, probably because they like it. And all these algorithms say, well, if they like it,
so
they
I
like
food. It. But yeah, that one was a funny one about the garlic.
Yeah, how'd I know?
You didn't originally. You only knew when I told you there was an update.
What else could there be an update about?
There you go.
He had a vitamin deficiency.
No, you didn't know.
Well, okay. That's one weird way to take it. The way I would take it is that this is entirely too toxic.
Toxic like?
Toxic like stank garlic breath and stank onion breath.
Like?
Toxic like JB.
Like JB.
Toxic like JB.
What's JB?
JB's the star of this next toxic confession. JB doesn't like me to stay overnight when his wife is out of town.
Oh.
We've been dealing with each other off and on for 7 years.
Jeez.
He's only been married for 4 years. We have history, and I outrank her. So I forced it.
God damn. God damn. Damn.
This damn internet.
Damn.
What are we doing? I said 1% happy stories, guys.
I'm ready for some. I got some next time.
Oh, my God. JB doesn't like me to stay overnight when his wife is out of town. We've been dealing with each other off and on for 7 years. He's only been married for 4 years. We have history, and I outrank her. So I forced the issue and spent the night. I modeled for a few years, and I struggled with bulimia. I threw up my food to stay thin. Years of bulimia ruined my front teeth, so I have dentures at the top.
Oh.
No one knows this. However, while sleeping at JB's house, my uppers fell out, and his pit bull ate them.
Oh, no.
I woke up to the sound of that pit eating my expensive teeth. JB has homeowners insurance to cover this, but he refuses to file a claim because he said, you shouldn't have been here overnight. That's on you.
Ooh.
My upper denture is broken and missing teeth, and I can't walk around like this. Advice?
I can't help these people.
Give real advice. I challenge you to give real advice.
You need to go get some dentures.
I don't see what else there is.
That's it. You're going to have to finance it. That's that simple.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they still let you do dentures. Most places don't like to do dentures anymore. Go get some veneers.
Okay. I didn't know that.
They drill those in your. They drill that inside the bone.
You're up on this teeth life that I'm just
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking forward to getting some dentures later on in life, and then I found out that they don't really do dentures anymore. They do the teeth, the implants.
Why were you looking forward to getting dentures later on in life? Like life is full of so many things to look forward to. Why was that some shit? You're like, well, one day I'm gonna get me some
because
dentures.
my grandma she had dentures always, and it always just amazed me how she could like eat everything with no teeth. And she just took her teeth out. She was
I guess that's sweet.
Yeah, and so then you see the babies. They like just it just seems like they have more fun
with
eating.
no teeth.
With eating, yeah.
Maybe I'll have no more fun if you have no teeth.
That's terrible.
Toxic confessions.
But yeah. She just needs to go get some teeth, implants or veneers.
I have no advice for you on your relationship issues because you outrank her.
You don't clearly
You handle that.
Clearly don't.
You clearly don't.
Yeah, because that means you were there before her, but he married that one. So, what are you doing?
your rank is really coming through there.
Wow. You win the gold prize of nothing.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I'm not gay, but I do run love scams on old married, mostly white men. We text, they send money, we arrange the meet, and I double the price in person or just blackmail them. One trick traced my phone and sent a pic of my house when I tried to scam him, so I agreed to show up. We exchanged favors as promised, and he found my girlfriend, Sandrika, online and told her. She confronted because she wanted to see my phone, so I punched her. I straight tried to knock her out so she would forget the entire incident. I'm 5'3", she's 5'6". Sandrika ate my punch with her entire face. She's solid mass. And began to beat me out the house and into the front yard.
Good.
I ran because I knew police would come. She stole my phone and may figure out my password any day now. How do I convince her to forgive me? I miss my beautiful, tall drink of water.
No.
Help?
Now, see,
the fuck is that story about?
That's the algorithm, because I was so confused. That's
That's one of the more toxic shits we've ever read.
I was so confused. But you see, that's the algorithm right there. That's the algorithm.
That is...
Yeah. That's
all sorts of wrong.
Yeah.
We're just gonna skip over that one. I regret reading that one.
Yeah, I think you should just cut that out.
I work overtime to pay his child support to keep him out of jail.
Oh,
he's spending his money on suits and business dinners to get people, mostly older women, to join his MLM business. The biz is a scam and it doesn't make any money for us. We're losing money, and I think he's piping down these old women because he's sneaky and hoish. I don't want a divorce 7 months after I said I do, but I can't go on like this. P.S. I secretly deleted my pregnancy because I knew he won't support us.
Damn.
Advice? I didn't know it when I started reading this. We read this one
You need some
live.
self-esteem.
Why, you want to sell self-esteem?
Yeah, I could. Ooh, man. Why would you want to be around that?
And if you were watching our live, you heard that one first.
We read that on the live?
I think so.
Oh, I don't recall.
Classmates, let us know. I'm pretty sure we read that one.
I don't recall.
The MLM thing seemed familiar.
MLM.
Damn, I wonder how many times I've said I never read the story, but I actually did read the story and just forgot.
What is MLM?
Multi-level marketing.
Oh, pyramid scheme.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And in our final toxic confession, married 11 years with 2 kids, wife wants to spice up the marriage and ordered sex toys for us. One was a strap-on eggplant. I demanded, "What is that? And who is that for?" She wants me to play receiver.
Oh.
I was furious. She recited some thought piece about how men secure in their sexuality would be open to new experiences. And I tuned her straight out. I straight ignored her for a few days until she apologized. I feel some kind of hatred towards her because she should have known better than to attempt to bend me over. I don't want to throw 11 years away, but every time I think of this, I hate her all over again. Advice?
I don't know.
Give real advice. Give real advice to these obviously fake stories. Give real advice.
That's the kind of first part, like the zero tolerance. I don't know about that. It seemed like
he said, "Ain't nobody bending me over."
Exactly. No.
So what you do?
No, I mean, you're not gonna throw away the whole marriage because of that. But there's gonna be some. You gotta make up for that. That's kind of a no.
Let's be clear.
No.
Let's be clear.
Clear about what?
I'll throw the whole marriage away over that.
Well, I don't know who you married to because I'm not buying that.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that.
What he said, she should have known.
That's true. That's what I said. But you're not gonna throw the whole marriage away.
I'm gonna point something out to you. He said I straight tuned out. I straight ignored her. It's making me think she had reason to believe.
Yes.
That maybe
there was a possibility.
Maybe this was a door to open or enter. And maybe, I mean, he said he hated her until she apologized.
Yikes.
Maybe she just needs to reconsider her approach.
Oh, no. That's for them. Good luck is what I wish for them.
I'm not yucking anybody's yum.
Yeah, but I'm not buying that.
But this whole episode was yuck.
Yeah, I would never buy any of that.
Long story short, summing up this episode.
I'm going to have to help you out with the stories. Yeah.
You should have been doing that anyway.
I do. You said you had some ready, so I'll let you do.
I did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In closing, the internet's mostly lying to you. There are crazy people out there.
No, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything about the crazy.
They don't all write this well.
It's a lot of crazy people out there, but they don't all have BBLs and have private jets.
Protect Philippe.
There's a lot.
Rich Millie.
There's a lot of crazy people out there.
They're not all waking up in their new Bugattis.
No.
Skirt.
Nope.
Love yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yep.
Get off the internet more than you do now.
Yep.
Just think about that. I want you to watch this show, but please be careful. These internet streets is crazy, fam. That's about it.
That's it.
See you guys next week. Don't forget those emails and 5-star reviews. Like, subscribe, all that. AskTheBlackKids@gmail.com. Peace.
Bye.